Something we often hear from clients and prospects is that they are wrestling with too many priorities and they struggle to get traction with any of them. And when we ask what their goal is for the year, it's not uncommon to get a lot of goals and objectives played back to us. And that right there is a real problem for a lot of organizations. And I'm going to share with you a tool that we use all the time that will help you prioritize and simplify your life. I was recently on a Zoom call with a prospective client, and I asked him what his goal was for this year. He proceeded to lay out a long laundry list of goals. When he paused to think about more goals, I asked him, "So which is it?" He actually looked at me like I just sprouted a third head and said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look, I asked you what your goal was for this year, not goals. What is your primary goal?" After chewing on this for a few seconds, he said, "Well, I guess it's to grow our sales by at least 25% this year. But we also need to upgrade our ERP. We're planning a new product launch." And I interrupted. "Okay, so I got it. So your business's goals for this year is to grow by 25%. That's awesome. And those other things are going to help you get that done, right?" So then I asked, "Does everyone in your organization know this, and do they support it?" He said he thought so. I said, "Well, that's awesome, because a lot of leaders that we speak with can't actually say this. So you plan to grow by at least 25% this year. You mentioned a number of initiatives, but what is your growth strategy? Where exactly is your growth coming from?" Again, I got that look like the third head just came back. I said, "Now give me a second here. Let me share my screen." And I pulled up this framework we often use with nearly every one of our clients to help frame out this discussion. It's really straightforward, and you'd be surprised at how it simplifies conversations around growth. As you can see, this is a 2x2 matrix that looks at avenues of growth coming from your customers as well as your products and services. The y-axis is your customers, both current and new. The x-axis is products and services, again, both current and new. Everyone we meet with is doing something in at least 2 or 3 of these quadrants to grow their businesses. But most of the time, they haven't structured their thoughts about it like this. The key to using this tool is to answer these 4 questions. 1, how much of your business as well as last year's growth came from each quadrant? 2, in the things that you did last year to create growth, where did you have success and where did you have challenges? 3, how much of this year's growth will come from each quadrant, and what are you planning to do or do differently in each area for this growth? And finally, 4, how will you know if you are on track or off track? And that's it. At a high level, we found that the answers to these questions can be swagged in less than an hour. At this point, you essentially have your growth strategy mapped out. It's that simple. Really. Let me encourage you to keep it this simple as well. Resist the urge to turn this process into a science project. When you overcomplicate your strategy and plan, you'll quickly find that you're getting in your own way. And this significantly reduces your chances for achieving your goal. Something we stress with all of our clients. Be clear, get everyone aligned, be consistent, keep it simple. And that's today's tip for achieving your next level of profitable growth. We'll see you next time.